committee man, Wayne Gunn. We only just got him this morning. The phones were running hot, and he's given us his usual contribution, which he's been doing for 14 years now, for the runners that he thought might perform reasonably well this afternoon at the meeting at Doomben in Brisbane. In the All in Brisbane race 4, number 11, Cadogan was the first one that Wayne drew attention to, race 4, number 11. In race 7, he liked number 6, Sold for a Song. Race 7, number 6, Sold for a Song. And he also liked number 6 in race 8, Fem Fireball. Race 8, number 6 at Doomben, Fem Fireball. And in the last race, the ninth race, yes, it is the last race, in Brisbane today, Wayne liked number 3, Awesome Pluck, and he considered that to be the best of the 4 that he put in there this morning. I might mention that Wayne contribution last week, he had his usual four selections, and he managed to get 3 winners out of the 4 selections. He's still on his pedestal as far as the ones he draws attention to. He puts a lot of work into the research, into the runners of the day, and that was a great effort last week with his 3 out of 4 winners. Shane Galinsky, we spoke to Shane last night, our local trainer, who's been contributing for nearly as long, and Shane drew attention to one only this week. His selections over the past couple of weeks have been decimated by scratching. And this week he's only had one selection, and I think he's taken it to heart, because the one selection he's got after all his scratchings in past week is at Pakenham in Victoria. Pakenham is the Metropolitan meeting, or Metropolitan Status meeting in Victoria today, with the Pakenham Cup meeting there. And Shane drew attention to race 7, number 7, Pilot d'Essai. Race 7, number 7, Pilot d'Essai. And I think that in French means that pilot leading. The definition of d'essai is a trial or tentative attempt. That's the French background to that horse name. And that's race 7, number 7 in Pakenham today. Whether the name helps, can't be sure. But that's the one Shane has drawn attention to today, race 7, number 7 at Pakenham. As we said last week, it's becoming very difficult for local trainers to achieve results at the present time of the season because of the 37 runners we had last week from the Bay Visit training facility, with only one winner, 2 seconds, 2 thirds and 2 fourths. It's becoming very difficult, and it's very evident that the influx of leading southern trainers is helping to make it very difficult and competitive to win races in the southeast Queensland area at the moment. When races, and that, of course, is all helping to lead up to the Magic Millions Carnival at the Gold Coast, which is on our doorstep, and the Magic Millions sales as well. We go through the results for the past week. As I said, there's not many of them. Saturday at Doomben and the Gold Coast saw no results, but the Kilcoy meeting on Saturday, Ben Aarons went up there with Phony Tony and managed to get a minor prize money check for fourth. Spike Deacon went to the Kilcoy Cup meeting and competing in the Kilcoy Christmas Cup, and he got a third in that race with Argo's Revenge. And not to be outdone, Kelvin Hickmond also went to Kilcoy with the Ponster, and he had a very good performance there. That was a very he's unlucky not to win that race, Kelvin, and the Ponster ran second in the Kilcoy Christmas Cup meeting on that day. Grafton on Sunday saw Ben Aarons take Fantasy Ben to Grafton, the popular track with the 8DEC trainers, and Ben managed the third there with Fantasy Ben. And that also was on Sunday, and Sunday at the Sunshine Coast, Darlene Gerais produced the first winner, well the only winner, for the 8DEC trainers with Abba Lady at the Sunshine Coast on Sunday. It was interesting that some of the well-fancied runners didn't say so well, but some of the ones that weren't terribly well-fancied in those races achieved more results. The Ipswich meeting on Wednesday didn't go to plan because there was a rough and tumble meeting, a lot of stewards' inquiries, and the 8DEC fraternity didn't come out of that very well. Friday at Ballina saw Jeff Hardy go to Ballina with Come Alive and achieved a very good second over that mile race at Ballina. So that's a good training effort. Jeff Hardy's doing a lot of travelling and got a result there at the Grafton meeting with a second with Come Alive. Kelvin Hickmond went to Grafton also with Red Calvary and achieved a fourth. The horse was looking for longer distances and had a 1900-metre race there on Friday at Ballina. At Doomben, the twilight meeting yesterday, I don't know why they call it the twilight meeting. There's no lights at Doomben, and they started in daylight and finished in daylight, so they call it the twilight meeting. And unfortunately, no results coming out of that. We've got runners competing today in the southeast Queensland area. There's been two consecutive meetings at Doomben, and they continue today with in the fourth race. Darlene Gerais has prepared Sunny Victory for the fourth race, number 4 at Doomben today. Darlene's also got a runner in race 9, number 16 and a time. So Darlene's advertising the Metropolitan Saturday Company in Brisbane today. And still back in race 4 competing against Darlene is Spike Deacon. Ken Deacon's got number 5, our old favourite, Yabba Dabble Dooya, competing in that fourth race at Doomben today. It continues at the Gold Coast this afternoon, where Bobby Mann is taking Love Your Lad to the Gold Coast for race 2, and in the same race, Ben Baker has got Gold Producer competing in that race at the Gold Coast today. That's race 2, numbers 3 and 5 respectively. In the 6th race at the Gold Coast, Diane Murphy is taking Skytastic to the coast, and in the same race, Ben Aarons has got number 13, Mark Quiro. In the 6th race, number 13, Mark Quiro, and in the 8th race at the Gold Coast, Paul Dawson has prepared Star Caster, number 5, for that race at the Gold Coast this afternoon. It continues tonight at Toowoomba, with Laurie Richardson travelling to Toowoomba with his last start winner from the Sunshine Coast, all one class. Laurie's got a great ongoing relationship with jockey Brooke Ainsworth, be riding for rides for Laurie. And in the 6th race in Toowoomba tonight, Jeff Hardy continues with his travel. Travels quite a lot with Jeff, and he's in that 6th race, number 11, in Seattle, having a 7-day backup to go to Toowoomba tonight for that race for Jeff Hardy. And then we've got runners, company meetings in Texas, Ram and Bundaberg today, and all the Christmas meetings going on. But there's no patronage there from the from the 8DEC fraternity. But tomorrow at the Sunshine Coast, we see Kelvin Hickmond going there with Rothford in the 2nd I should say, go to that Dalby meeting. Miss Makepeace is travelling there for Kelvin Hickmore. It's fifth emergency in that race, and Greg Cornish is going to Dalby for race 3 with Moana Bar, and Arclight is representing Kelvin Hickmore in the 4th race at Dalby. And the 5th race at Dalby, again, an emergency, the Ponster for Kelvin Hickmore. Kelvin's having a bad trot getting balloted into the emergencies, and Greg Cornish is going to Dalby also for the 7th race, number 12. We also like to mention a star for the week, and obviously as the only one in the winner's circle this week, once again, and not for the first time, it's Darlene Giray, who gets our special mention as the best performer for the week, and the star mention for Darlene Giray for this past week of activity. Unfortunately, the jump outs which were scheduled for the Bay Desert Aquas track on Tuesday didn't take place because there weren't enough nominations, and they've got to be able to justify at least 4 barrier trials there to warrant the cost of the ambulance and all the staff that helped to carry out those jump outs, and that didn't happen on Tuesday, so we didn't have jump outs, unfortunately, for the benefit of local trainers on Tuesday. And the next dates for jump outs and official trials have yet to be determined. We've got the Wednesday meeting coming up at Bay Desert. Of course, is the first next meeting on the 12th of December. That's this coming Wednesday. And that's being promoted by the Gold Coast Surf Club. It's the Christmas party themed meeting. And the Gold Coast Surf Club are trying hard to promote these meetings because they've circulated all their own members about this meeting on Wednesday. It's a good promotion, and it's theming it as a Christmas party meeting. And that should be a great day out there on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 12th of December. We'll be back next week, hopefully with some good news for the results coming out of those activities we mentioned there this morning. And the next meeting, of course, is the 12th of December. And hopefully we'll be able to talk about some good results next Saturday morning when we come back at the same time. Don't forget our Facebook site for this program. There's a wealth of information there about the activities of the Bay Desert area, and also some very relevant information about the industry and the infrastructure and the rule changes that have been taking place in that time. We'll be back on deck